Hello, everybody. My name is Len. We are here in Austria. It's looking fairly dry. Looks like Replica's going to be first out of that pit box. What is he? Why is he? Okay. Apologies if this commentary is a bit lackluster. Very heavy night last night. Still recovering. So I might have a few voice cracks here and there. Try to contain your laughter. Inspector Eck retires. He does have a quali ban. Everyone should be through in Q1 with only 15 drivers, obviously except for Inspector Eck. And Replica's left the session. Let's avoid him back. Let's get all this set up nicely. So the first one round's going to be Blitz. Let's go on board for his first lap of Q1. Takes a nice turn one. Can actually chop the inside of that corner slightly. You can run wide on this curb. Very hard to maintain traction through there, but he's done well. Don't know if it's just because it's Q1, but he's not really using the extent of the curbs. Sure, he won't mind too much. And we're coming across the line now. It's 104.7. Not bad for Q1 in Tier 3. Pretty good, actually. More times coming in now. Seb's with a 5.1. Lowbox 5.3 and Gamer Own 5.7. Capicam's 5.1 as well. He does have a good bit of pace, Capicams. Could be a contender today. But this man that's just passed him, Crafty Inc. We saw what he could do in Canada. In qualifying anyway. This is an invalidated lap though. George P, the new McLaren reserve, coming across the line for his first lap. Oh, it was invalidated, my bad. Let's stay on board with him, he's the new driver. Oh, he's invalidated. Oh, he must have invalidated on the final corner there. So, let's go. 2. They're all invalid. Anyone else setting another lap? Stay on board with Nathan. Nah, he's backed off. Helios 3.4 seconds out. Very wide there. Comes across the line for a 5.8. I think he can improve on that. Very fine margins in Austria. It's a very short track. Slightest adjustment can send you up a good few places. Who's not invalidated then? Milky Walker. Another one that should be getting up there. Has he backed off? Yeah, he's backed off. I imagine he'll go again. We'll stay on board. Actually, Pete's on a lap. Purple sector 1 apparently. Crafty Inc saying rain in 15 minutes. That could mean a wet Q2. I obviously don't have access to the weather. Ooh. Bit wide on that final corner. Would have cost him some time, but it's 5.4. Good enough for 5th at the moment. Back with Milky Walker now. He did set a 1:12.4. Not the greatest of laps. Swiss J-Dog now on those mediums. Obviously doesn't want to start on the mediums, so he's choosing to use them in Q1. DG Rocker is now in. But everyone will still be through, except Inspector Eck. Be interested to see someone like Swiss J-Dog on these mediums, see where he can slot into that grid. Blitz retired. Don't know if that was now or earlier. Only just noticed. Whoa. Bit wiggly through that final sector, but it's a 5.4. Very good time on those mediums. I don't know what time difference is for the medium tyres, but I imagine it's not too much around Austria. Robots coming into the pits. It's the Lethal Pete now, using that slipstream from Nathan, slowing down. Replica's left again. That was the wrong. Confirmation that DG Rocker is in. Blitz left the session. What's going on? People keep getting booted out. We might have to restart. Let's go on board with Crafty Inc. No, he's invalidated. So stay on board with Helios. Actually, we'll go to George. He's closer to coming around the final corner. He's backed off. He must be pitting. So we'll go Helios! Not this again, Helios! No! Right. We've seen Helios trying to get back on the track before from last week. And he's been Helios. Helios, man, what are you doing? Can't drive backwards, Helios. Rules. Crafty Inc. now on a valid lap. 3 lap old tyres now. It won't be too bad for tyre wear at that point, as it is Austria. Purple sector 2. Looking good, Crafty. It's quite a nice corner. Oh, invalidated. Post Malone now. He just starts his lap. Actually, is that DG Rocket coming around the final? Feeling very worse for wear. I couldn't miss tier 3, no way. No way, Jose. 105.6 for Post Malone. All those times very close. In the middle of the pack there. Pete's up to P3. I missed that. 5-0. Oh, I need to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Can Crafty set a lap after 5 invalidated laps? Oh, there's a bit of traffic. What are you doing, Capicams? Oh, that could be an incident. Robot's almost giving Crafty a toe here, but as we come up to a corner, he does ideally need to get out of the way. He is only on an outlap. And Crafty only setting a 5.7. I think a little incident with Capicams there. That might have been a factor in that. It's an interesting way to turn around. Globot's not going for that lap, but Capicams is. Round in the final couple corners now. It's not good enough. Just outside that threshold. Lobot's the only other car on track, so we'll stay on board with him. Marginally up in the first sector, but that's what can happen at that corner. Very low traction. If you get on the power too early or your steering angle too tight, not enough speed, it's not going to work out for you. Whoa, Glowbox! How is his wheel still on? That's ridiculous. The amount of times I've spun this season, a lot lighter than that, and my wheel has gone sent into orbit. That was a heavy collision with the wall there, and he's very lucky not to be out of Q1. Glowbot saying he's having a terrible time. After seeing that, I agree. Pete going again. 5 lap old tyres now. Think I did the same. He's backing off. He's not beating his time, I imagine. He's going to go again. Pete likes doing this when he's on the stream, so I'm going to take it off him. Go on to Milky Walker. That's what you get, Pete, alright? Milky Walker surely going to improve here on that 112. So 105.2. Good lap from Milky Walker, P6. He likes that P6, Milky Walker. I think he's qualified there 3 races in a row now, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that would be if he qualified P6 today. Sitting P6 right now. Replica's game keeps crashing apparently. I think similar problems are happening to Blitz. May have to be a lobby restart after qualifying. So Blitz top of the charts for Q1, followed by Rocker and Mr. Lethal Pete. Swiss J-Dog putting in a good time on those mediums, 105.4. Now if we look to see who is out, it will be Inspector, I reckon, Helios. Helios trying to do a backwards run of Austria. Inspector with that quali ban. Replica will make it, so if he can get back in the game. And it's raining. Uh-oh. There could be some eliminations here. Inspector, oh yeah, of course he's just going to have to retire again. And there he goes, retiring. Now this will be interesting. It's Milky Walker out first. Rain is looking pretty bad. Milky Walker's coming around to start his first lap. I think we might see a couple DNFs in this session. Very gentle with that corner, he did well. I expect to see people spin there in the rain. Oh! Oh, he's done well to save the car there. Having a little slip on that curb. Oh! Don't really want to be there, Milky Walker, to be honest. You can use a lot of that curb to turn into that corner. Is this J-Dog coming over the line? No, it's someone on an outlap. DG rocking out. 12.4. I think that's what Crafty set in Q1 and dry. Crafty requesting a new front wing already. He's back in the pits. Alright, let's take a look who's coming across the line. It's Globox, who's invalidated. There's a McLaren in the pits. And there's a Swiss J-Dog, who will set a lap. Oh, he runs wide, but the game doesn't care. He'll go third, 13.4. Some very big times coming in. Everyone having a few issues. Nathan now. And he invalidates on the final corner. So many people doing that. Capicams though, what's he going to do? It's P3. Got good pace, Capicams. Showing it in the wet as well. Oi! That was close. Give George a bit of screen time. It's unfortunate for Replica, it does just keep booting him out for some reason. It's a 16 dead for George. Plenty of time left in that lap, but it is raining. Can't blame people too much. Milky Walker trying to improve on that 32. And he does, it's a 13-1. Very good lap. Gamer Owen, I've just seen, is in 13-1 territory as well. P2 at the moment. Very good from him. Crafty ink on a lap. Oh, what's this, Crafty? I was saying, it's that corner. Low traction in the rain. Disaster. That was downboard with Blitz. You should be looking at that top 3. Did just miss Blitz. Hit that top 3, 12-7. Sorry, just trying to sort Replica getting back into the session. Yeah, it's not looking good for him. Who do we have? Crafty has set a lap now. It's 34. Oh, Crafty as I look up in the gravel. Need to stop pushing so hard. Just down board with Nathan. Inspector now left the session. I think we might need a restart here. It's not letting me. Okay. Nathan then. Whoa! I'm able to save it. I missed Blitz, hit a 12-2 as well. God, I'm missing everything today. Whoa, Nathan, that's deep. He's backed off. Seb's on that 13-2. You can get closer to Blitz. 1 second separating them now, but he hasn't validated. Pete setting a purple sector 2. But he jumped right up there now. Oh, but it's wide. It's very wide. Whoa, very wide. Don't really want to be touching that curb, but he's spun it. That corner again. Inspector back in now. It says he leaves again. We're gonna have to restart. Don't really have a choice. It'll only keep happening to more people. Nathan crossing the line with a 13.4. Still very close margins, even in the rain. And someone saying tier 3 chat. Oh, hold on. DRS enabled. Could we have a dry Q3? Yeah, could someone say in tier 3 chat if the race is wet or dry? Or is it both? Glowbox retired way too early. The track's drying up, Glowbox. He'll be out of this session with people improving. Crafty really looking to improve on that lap now. People saying dry race. That's what we like to see. Don't want none of that rain stuff that we see in tier 1 all the time. Crafty takes that corner nicely this time. Just needs to not push so hard, just take it around. Track's drying up as well. And he will finally set a good lap. And it's P3. Very good from Crafty, but he might not be there for much longer if the track keeps drying up. If dries start to become viable, then oh, and Gamer Owen is on dry tyres. I'm sure I haven't had the tyres up the whole time. Everyone now switching to that soft compound. Who will be the first one round on the dries? Is it Post Malone? No. I think it is Blitz. Blitz will be the first one round. DG Rocker saying he went out on the wrong tyres and now he won't be able to get back out in time. Blitz setting a 107. This could be horrible for DG Rocker. He could fall out with enough people improving. I don't think Crafty realises, or maybe he does, he just doesn't have enough time. Post Malone 1077. The times are coming in. Gamer Owen going fastest with a 6.5. A whole second quicker than Blitz. Gamer Owen loves Austria. Confirmed. I think DG Rocker might be okay actually. There's enough people below him that can't set another time. Mr. Lethal Pete, Pips Gamer Owen, the track's getting drier and drier. What else do we have? Sebs. Yeah, all these guys still on inters. They won't be improving. They will just fall down. Swiss J-Dog, 6.1. Just who can put in the latest lap at this point. Sebs goes P4. And I think that will be that. We won't see any more improvements now. So it'll be Nathan, Glowbox, George, Replica, and obviously Inspector going out. We're just waiting for Milky Walker to come round. But he's having a tough time. Don't go backwards. Don't go in the pits either. There we go. You've got it. On those intermediates. Careful. And Inspector X go on again. I'm not sure what to do. So, Swiss J Doggy Dog. P1. He's only gone and done it, lads. And we got Pete on P2. What a front row that is. Gamer on P3. And you got Sebs, Blitz, Post Malone, DG Rocker, Crafty Inc., Milky Walker and Kappa Cams making it to Q3. Nathan, Glowbox, George, Replica and Inspectorac heading out of the session. Pete saying, top 6 of us are on softs. That you are, Pete. That you are. First out, it's the DG. So, DG Rooker starting his lap. Let's go on board. No one really taking much of that curb on the outside. Does let you swing the car in a lot more, but he does use that one. You got to be careful of that inside curb. Ooh, gets a bit out of shape there. Cut that fine and use a lot of this curb on the outside. We will see a lot of penalties today. Austria is a track where you do need to extend as much as you can without invalidating. The benchmark's going to be a 4.7. He can definitely do quicker than that. Seb's with 4.9. That's going to come around. They're all going to come flooding in now. Blitz on 4.7 as well. And Crafty, when it matters, hits the 4.6. This must be his 15th lap of this qualifying session. And he's finally getting it in. We'll go for Pete. What can Pete do? P2 and Q2. It's P3 and Q3. Matching DG Rocker's time exactly. We'll see Gamer Owen come round now. He was P3 and Q2. It'll be P6 for Q3 thus far. 5.5. He must have had a little moment somewhere. The Dog Man. J Doggy Dog. Invalidated. He will go again. Milky Walker. Where's it gonna be? It's only P8. He must have had a little spin with a 126. Dogman invalidated again. Pete, I believe, on an in-lap. Sabs goes firing past him. And dives into that pit lane. I don't have this on again. I'm not with it today, guys. Leave me alone. And Crafty get P1 2 weeks in a row. And can he not bin it lap 1? Please, Crafty, do not bin it lap 1. Milky Walker going for improvement here. The 4.8. 2 tenths. Well, 3 tenths separating the top 6. So close around here. It's more like 2.5 tenths actually. Quarter of a second for the top 6. We see Swiss J-Dog set a lap now. He is rinsing these same tyres. What's it going to be? Dogman P7. The 5 dead. Capicam's the only driver not to set a lap time yet. 5 minutes left of qualifying. DG Rocker 4.2. blowing everyone out the water. Well, that close front top 6. It's just had a massive gap put at the front of it. This Kappa Cams goes P7. 1,000th behind Seb's. It is very close in this top 7 minus DG Rocker. I don't know who's going to be on a lap now. Let's invalidates. Milky Walker invalidates. So we drop back to Postman on an outlap. Seb's invalidates. Mr. Lethal Pete. Not a great sector 2 there. You can use so much of that curb, maintain the speed through the corner, dives into the pits, and that is why. Kappa Cams 11 seconds down. It's not going to be an improvement. Kima Owen. Improves by 0.3, not enough to move him. Milky Walker on 6 lap old softs now. Are they his last set? Or is he saving sets for the race? I wouldn't keep going on 6 lap old tyres. DG Rocker confident in Q3. He doesn't need to go out again. 0.4 up on Crafty Inc. in P2. So Crafty on an outlap. Kappa Cams, who's down on his time again. So I think he will be starting again. We have Gamer Owen, who's invalidated. Come on, boys, give me a lap. Post Malone. Looks like he's on a lap. Very marginally up. It won't be enough to move him. Oh, I was very close to an invalidation there. Is the sector 3 good enough for the improvement? Oh, very marginal. Not enough to move him at all. Fabs down on his time. Crafty come across the line. Oh, it's not quite enough. 0.2 improvement. DG Rocker just pulling that lap out the bag. Blitz fighting for that championship. He is 0.2 up. He needs to find another 3. And it's a purple sector 2. Oh, and he takes P2 from Crafty. They're getting closer and closer to Rocket. Fab's down on his time again. What's going on with Milky Walker? Crafty. Crafty Inc. 885,697. 104.1. That is a very early retirement from DG Rocket, and it's not paid off. Crafty doing 6 or 7 laps in Q1, hardly managing to set one. Doing the same in Q2. He comes into Q3, tears the house down. But does Blitz have an answer? No, he's 7 seconds down. I think he'll be going again. Seb's actually up on this time Where will this put him? It's P4. And all that's left is Kappa Camps in the pits, and that is it. I didn't even realise we were at the end. Okay, so I believe everyone is still in apart from Replica, so I think we will just go ahead with the race. It's a 4.1 for Crafty Inc., putting him on pole. 2 weeks in a row now, really impressing, with DG Rocker just behind him, followed by Blitz and Sebs, Kappa Cams, Mr. Lethal Pete, Milky Walker, J Doggy Dog, and then 2 more that I didn't read. Post Malone was one of them. Here we are then. Looks nice and dry, just what you want. Got to be very careful turn 1 though at Austria. Formation lap gets underway. Should be a soft medium or a medium soft. Get the tyres up. See Crafty and Rocker starting on those medium tyres, so Blitz will be right up their chuff. Oh, Crafty! Please survive a lap, Crafty. Don't do it again. Oh, he's off again. Like to see what sort of time Inspector Rec can do. Didn't get to see any of him in that qualifying session. Obviously Replica not here. It's unfortunate for him. Just poor connection, I think. Who's that holding everyone up? Kappa Cams. Get on with it. This will be a nice camera angle for the start. The lights should work now. So when they go out, they will drive off into the horizon. Here we go. It's 5 lights. And away we go. Looks like a good start for Blitz. But Rocker manages to keep him behind. Oh, and Sebs dives up the inside. He hasn't managed to hold it. Rocker takes it back, but Blitz actually loses out. Pete diving up the inside. I don't think he can make that stick. Sebs really challenging Rocker here on those soft tyres. I don't think he'll be able to keep him behind. He's spun him round. I'm not sure that... Oh, and that's a reset to track for Rocker. Well, that's an easy way to get yourself a penalty, Rocker. Very easy way. Crafty cruising off into the distance. Could this be his race? Pete sitting nicely behind Kappa Cams. Kappa Cams on those medium tyres. Could be a move fairly quickly for Pete. He keeps it on the track. Post Malone. And Pete running wide. Almost manages to make a move, but he could go again here. It's better of it. I think Pete was also draining his ERS. Passing Helios without too much hassle. Pete back up on Kappa Cams now with Post Malone close behind. Pete used a lot of ERS already. Can't afford to keep using it at that rate. Kappa Cam's doing the same though. After the ink setting a new fastest lap on those medium tyres. So he is actually running faster than the soft runners. This could be an incredible drive for Crafty. Nathan really dropped off the pack at the back. I don't know why that is. He was ghosted then, but he does seem to be here. Milky Walker now has joined the party. It's be good for him on those medium tyres if we could just stick to soft runners in front of him using the DRS. The Spectrex had a great start, up to P9 already. If we get positions up, Crafty sets another fastest lap. Up 6 positions. Rocker down 9. He is creeping back up the leaderboard though. And Blitz passes Sebs. It's close to him on that straight. I don't think Sebs will be able to bite back at him here. Don't know if Crafty had a little moment, but he did lose a few tenths there. He was over 2 seconds before. Pete does need to make a move at some point. Kappa Cams won't have DRS in front of him. It should be easy enough on the next straight. Well, not the next straight, but maybe the one after. Safety car. Was that damage for Pete there? I don't think it would be. There's a 5-second penalty. It's unfortunate. Kappa Cams did slam on the brakes to be fair, but Don't know why the safety car came out. I imagine it was something to do with one of these two pitting. Already lost a front wing somewhere. Blitz and Sebs dive into the pits. Very early pit stop. We're going for the 2 stop now. I'll have to go to the 2 stop because mediums won't stretch 30 laps. Or will they? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. George is very much creeping around that corner. Muchos interesante. Suppose we'll just go on board with the leader. Nathan has disconnected. Oh, no, he's literally just disconnected then. What's going on, Codemasters? And Nathan's AI gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Well, that is a problem Codemasters need to fix, isn't it? Nathan won't be happy about that when he joins back. You won't be able to get that removed, I don't imagine, as well. You are responsible for your AI, as harsh as it seems. We're getting back underway this lap, I imagine. Just wait for the cars to trickle round. Safety car in this lap. Can Crafty get a good restart? He's got to be the favourite to win so far. Showed great pace at the start to extend that 2-second gap. The car behind. Not taking it too slowly, following the safety car to the end. He will be able to go. Of course, Capicams has to stay behind Nathan. He's gone already. And Crafty is already off into the distance. Spectorek close to Milky Walker, but won't be able to challenge. Milky Walker just trying to avoid the back of Glowbox there. There was an incident in Sector 1. Sebs has gone. That is unlucky. That can happen at Turn 1 when it's bunched up like that. Glowbox on the inside of Post Malone. I slightly missed that move, but Post Malone bites back, and Glowbox goes back at him. A little nudge. It's not done there. Look how close Pete is to Kappa Cams here. Really does need to get in front of the Haas driver. This DRS is back enabled. Kappa Cams getting that penalty. We'll see a lot of them today. Crafty Inc. 2.8 seconds ahead after 2 laps. What does this man eat for breakfast? Oh, Glowbox. Just catching it, but he will lose 2 or 3 positions in the process. We'll send it around the outside. DG Rocket. But he doesn't get left the room. And that'll mean Blitz goes past as well. Glowbot's getting consumed here. Blitz right up on Rocket with those fresher tyres. DRS now enabled. Crafty Inc. 3.3 seconds ahead of Kappa Cams. If you look on the map, he's nowhere near the rest of the drivers. He's flying. And now we do have a DRS train. Passing Milky Walker. Inspectorate goes. Oh, and down the inside, DG Rocker. That is very aggressive driving there. Forcing Milky Walker off the track. Not messing around at all, DG Rocker. More passes at the back. Well, it looked like it. Don't really see anyone near each other. This group of 4 drivers, and then Pete. Okay, what's going on? Glowbox, are you here? He is here, I think. Blitz very close to Rocker now, but it's just the fact Rocker is getting this DRS every time. Passing Inspectorate very nicely, actually. Glowbox speeding in the pit lane. Glowbox, man. There's a speed limit in the pit lane. You gotta slow down. Inspector getting consumed by top 2 in the championship. Milky Walker following close behind. Maybe he'll pass too. Inspector will have DRS this time. Blitz getting very close to Rocker now. I wouldn't pass here, honestly. You got the DRS straight coming up. All 3 of them around Austria. Now he'll go for the move. He's turned it off wisely. It's better to pass here. Now he'll go for the move. Okay, Marone saying sorry in the tier 3 chat to Glowbox. So I imagine that's why he ended up in the pits. Okay, let's stay on board with Pete now, because Kappa Cams does not have DRS. 5.3 seconds gap now to the leader. Kappa Cams does not have DRS, but Pete, I suppose, just choosing to sit behind. But he is on the soft compound, so it looks like he could easily just swap positions with Kappa Cams and Gain a bit of time on Crafty. But Blitz has joined the party. Setting a fastest lap to get up to Pete. Now Pete really does need to pass. Whoa, that's close. Capicam sticking it in. Not giving him, he's not even letting him on the track, Capicams. You've got to give him some room, and Blitz on the outside. Takes the both of them. Not sure if Capicams understands that you do need to leave the car room. Could be penalties coming if he carries on. Milky Walker gets a good exit out of Sector 2. We will be up on Inspector Eck now. Couple drivers diving into the pits. DG Rocker, he was flying into those pits and he's got himself a 5-second penalty for it. Sector 3, Helios, what's happened, Helios? We're here again, Helios, what's happened? There he is. Must have just caught that curb a bit too much. And it's another safety car. And that penalty for DG Rocket could be crucial. Medium should go to the end from here. But for people like Crafty, this isn't a great safety car. He's already on the medium, so he can't go to more mediums without needing the softs. I think it would be a stretch for softs from here. We do see Capicams, Inspector at Milky Walker all going into the pits while Crafty stays out. I think that might be the right choice from Crafty. Just hope for another safety car because softs won't make. They just won't make it. But now he will have Blitz on fresher mediums right in his exhaust pipe. If the exhaust was on the back. Wait, is it? Oh, I don't know. Stupid limb. Inspectorate, the only car on track on the softs. While Capicam's the only car on the hards. Capicam's hoping that this is the last safety car of the race. But of course there are still 21 laps to go. Capicam's getting a penalty under safety car. The track limits. It's a safety car, Capicams. You don't need to push. And he goes into the pits. He doesn't like the hards. Milky Walker also going back into the pits. What does Milky Walker do? Going for softs? He is. He thinks the softs will make it. Capicams also had a wing change there, so he has been running some damage. Spectrek, P5. After that quali ban, that is a great return. You see position change, he is up 10 places. Gamer Owen up 6 as well. P3 for him. Capicam's down 7, but he did just pit again. It's 2 pit stops. We will be getting underway shortly. Crafty once again keeping it close to the safety car. Doesn't have the luxury of having Nathan's Ghost behind him this time, but he does have Post Malone behind him. I didn't even realise that. So that is an absolute dream for a driver when you're leading the race. Just to have a back marker just behind you. Pete passing Gamer Owen. Looks like Gamer Owen will go back at him. Pete, it's a good enough exit. Just J-Dog passing. Oh, Glowbox. It's the Glowbox show. Oh, he retired in the pits. I don't know why I said it's the Glowbox show. I just came out. Look at this, very close. Oh, Blitz. Oh, DG. What's happened? The 2 championship leaders have just spun off on the same corner. Did they come together? That looked like they were driving separately. Milky Walker off too. Oh, look at that. That might have been another reset to track for DG Rocker, because he did get back underway fairly swiftly. Oh, Blitz. All out of shape. That is not what he needs for his title hopes. Just J-Dog around as well. Go back up, Inspectorek passing Lethal Pete. I must have missed Pete passing Inspectorek and he's just come back at him. But once again, Crafty is just allowed on 17 lap old tyres to extend a 2.7 second gap. Obviously coming down now on Inspectorek's fresh shot. I'm hungover, leave me alone. Fresh softs. You see Post Malone, fresh tyres, fastest lap. DRS now enabled, so Mr. Lethal Pete will go for this now. I'm not sure he's close enough. He's not using any of that ERS because he does have the next DRS straight as well. So that's not going to be a good enough exit. We'll have to wait for the next lap. But also, Sebs and Capicams, they're here to ruin the fun for Pete if he doesn't pass. I still can't believe Blitz and DG Rocker spinning on the same corner. Oh, not sure. I don't really know what happened there. I just saw like he tapped him on the back. Oh, Capicams, you got to give more room than that, mate. Might be a few. Oh, Seb's giving a little nudge for his troubles. There will be a move here. Capicam sticking it on the inside. Very argy-bargy from the pair of them. Pete has passed Wreck. Almost soft compound tyres, I think. Oh, Crafty! Oh no, Crafty. Oh, you've been doing so well. He spun it on the same corner that Blitz and Rocker did. And I think that might see him into the pits. It does. He will take the soft tyres now. Just don't get a penalty. Good. Spectre charging past Pete, but Pete leaves on the outside. And Spectre just gets that extra bit of traction that those soft compound tyres give you. Sebs battling with Kappa Cams once again. Leaves it on the inside, Kappa Cams. It's a very close battle. Spectorek is gone from Qualiban. 21 laps later. P1 in this race. But Pete is keeping up with him on those mediums. He can just stick in this DRS. Spectorek really needs to look to push on outside of the DRS zones. Get him out of it. What's happened? Sebs has fallen 1.5 seconds back from Kappa Cams as Pete passes Inspectorek, but Inspectorek gets a great drive out of that corner, and he'll have the DRS as well, so he'll maintain the race lead. Yeah, not too sure what happened between Kappa Cams and Sebs. They've been quite argy-bargy with each other. Go back up to the top now. As we see these two overtake each other once again. Inspectorek just gets so much more traction out of that corner. Makes it impossible for Pete. He can't do anything there. Sebs 3.4 seconds down now on Kappa Cams. Might just be suffering on those tyres now. Pete waits for the next DRS straight. I feel like we've been here before. Seeing this every lap from the two of them. Neither of them can break each other's DRS. Spectorek won't have the luxury of going on the outside this time. And poor traction out of that corner. Means he might not make the move, but I don't know. He's going to go for it. Around the outside. Pete just holds on. Who's that round? I didn't see who it was, it's a Haas. QC Post Malone. Get off that grass, Post Malone. Inspectorek pits. And 9-lap old softs. Did he get a bit of wing damage? No. He surely would have made it to the end on those softs. Very interesting call. He does only come out P3. Not sure about that, but he might have just thrown away the race win, or he might have just solidified it, I'm not sure. That time will come charging down now on those fresh softs. After you hate to see him down there. P12 now. Fit for fresh softs. But on the other hand, Mr. Lethal Pete, this could be an inspiring win. He's the king of arguing. The argue king. He could earn himself a P1 here. Especially now that Kappa Cams has also just pit. So Inspectorate will now go into P2. So Inspectorate must have had a moment because, well, he is battling with DG Rocker, so that could have been it. Inspector lost about 2 seconds to Pete that lap. I think Pete has done it. If he can just hold it there, and if there's no safety car, the Swiss J-Dog, haven't really seen him up there this race, but here he is in P5 in the DRS of Kappa Cams. He's just got fresh softs. If he can stay in the DRS, and that would be brilliant for his race, but he's already out of it, and that's Post Malone. What are we doing backwards? He's on the grass again. This isn't what Inspector Rec wanted. I'm not entirely sure why he did pit. I think he could have easily got that win on those softs. Knocker up the inside, but as expected, Inspector Rec gets the better drive. But Rocker will now get the DRS to eventually pass. Cam's only 1.3 seconds behind. Also on fresh soft, so if DG Rocker can hold Rack up. Where is... oh, Rocker's in the pits. He will serve his 5 second now, I believe. He does. He's also not wearing a helmet. That would be a good time to check penalties. Yeah, Pete. It's Pete all day long. No penalties. 16 seconds to wreck it, despite the tyres. It's not gonna work. Pete will be sweating right now. Just do not make a mistake. Do not spin, Pete. That is an order. Blitz has recovered well since his spin. Back up to P5 now. Charging down Swiss J-Dog. Neither of them have much to say in terms of ERS. Blitz has just enough to make this pass with the addition of DRS. That sees him safely by. Kappa Cams. I did not realise he caught wreck. Completely missed it. That, I'm not sure on that pit stop at all. I think he could have reached the end on those softs, Inspectorate. But also Kappa Cam's pit too. But was he on the mediums? He might have been on the mediums, I'm not sure. Time is coming down to Pete, but he won't care. He's got the ghost of Crafty as he unlaps himself. Crafty charging back up. But it won't be enough for points at this rate. The grid's done well for penalties, really. It's very easy to rack up track limits around here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 drivers that haven't. Oh well, two have disconnected, but 3 drivers that are still here. Crafty, where are you going, lad? That don't have penalties. Rack is just having one of those races where he's just going to keep exchanging. Rocker taking that fastest lap point as it stands. Four laps to go in Austria. I wonder if Pete is getting DRS off Crafty. He is. Not that it matters at all, but it's quite fortunate to have someone like Crafty in front of you. Crafty's ghost. Seb's charging up on Blitz. What are they looking like tyres wise? At the moment Seb's will beat him on penalties anyway. Yeah, Seb's with the much fresher tyres. Blitz on 25 lap old mediums. Will he make it? 29 laps? I think maybe he will. I don't know. I don't know the tyre life around here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Blitz runs wide and Sebs goes straight through. Blitz backs off for good measure. Doesn't want to be spinning around that corner again. Does Inspector Rack have an answer? He started way out at the back. Well, he's going to get a podium. But will he be on the second or third step? Should be a move here. He's not using the ERS. Maybe saving it for the last lap. Something Kappa Cams isn't doing. As we've seen from earlier this race. Capicams does like to get his elbows out. In my opinion, too far out. So we'll see how that goes down. It's the only battle on track right now, really. Blitz only just staying within DRS of Seb's. Seb's now gets DRS off Replica. He just backs off slightly, he'll get it for the next one too. But he doesn't. Rec does pass Capicams. Why don't I just miss everything? Well, Rec is just saving up that ERS. He will have to use it in a minute though if he wants to maintain position. He is using it now. Whoa! Very late on the brakes from Capicams. I don't know if he'll have any damage from that. Seemed like a semi hard hit. Great traction from Inspector Ek. He's done that many times this race. And he flies out with the DRS. This is his opportunity to push now. He needs to extend. If he can just gain 4 tenths away from Capicams before the final corner. Oh, only a 1/10.5. He just needs to use the ERS now. Just pump it. It's 1.2 seconds. I think Capicams might have gotten damage from being too late on the brakes. It would certainly seem that way. He's dropping way off. I think that solidifies P2 for Rec. And we're on the final lap now. Mr. Lethal Pete still tangling with Crafty Ink's Ghost. We're just going to sit on board here. Oh no, we're not. DG Rocker's passing. Swiss J-Dog. With Gamer Own close behind. Where did this battle come from? I didn't see this coming. Final lap antics. DG Rocker looking like he will get P5, but he won't. Gamer Owen will. On penalties. So it'll be P6 for Rocker. But Blitz was up there. Oh, but his tyres. It's the tyres, 29 laps. You can actually see how much skinnier that tyre looks, but Pete has done it. He's done it, boys. He has won in Austria. Can I get Mr. Lethal Pete's in chat, please? Everyone crossing the line now. Milky Walker charging down. Blitz. Very interesting finish for Milky Walker. It is a shame for Crafty, but... Oh, get off the grass. George will bring home a point in his first race. McLaren reserve. And that'll be that. Mr. Lethal Pete's in chat, boys. And that is that. Mr. Lethal Pete, P1. He has done it. He has done it. The no assists king. Comes home in P1. But Inspectorek, 15th on the grid to P2. Qualiban to podium. Brilliant race. Sebs gets P3. He does Kappa Cams at the end. Kappa Cams coming fourth with Gamer Owen having a good race in P5. DG Rocker not quite working out for him in P6. And we got Swiss J-Dog, Blitz, Milky Walker, George, Crafty Inc. You've got to feel bad for him. And then Replica, Post Malone, and Nathan. Actually, there's more. With Glowbox and Helios failing to finish the race. That's that, folks. Mr. Lethal Pete. Everyone give me your best Mr. Lethal Pete chant. I won't be singing them because I'm going to end the stream. Time for bed. Goodbye.